All right, so starting out, here's my little form. These came 3 in a pack. My mom will go on it like that. But like I said, I'm barely going to attach it. When I do attach it, it's barely going to be attached. So I can pause for a second so I can take that off. But first what I'm doing is making a bunch of these little triangles. Oh my gosh, I can't see. A bunch of these. They're just little triangle cones out of ribbon. I've been cutting ribbon to this length. And this will go all the way, red and black, all the way around the outside edge of this, all the way around it. And it'll stick up. It's hard to see, but it'll stick, well, you can see paper beside it. You got it. It's gonna stick up sort of like that around the mum. You know, girls usually have lace. They can have anything. Mums are just anything you want to put on them. But usually girls have a little bit of lace. And so I'm gonna do the boys, Caden's, since it's a guy, with this ribbon, but in these little triangles. I don't know if there's an easier way to do it, making them. I thought about rolling it out and just making loops until I get a bunch of triangles and gluing the whole thing around it. But this is the easiest way I can figure out to do it. I'm just gonna sit here for a few minutes and make a bunch of these little ribbons, cut them in little triangles, and then I'll glue them down when I get them all, get enough of them to go all the way around the perimeter of that. So that's what I'm doing right now. And then I can show y'all some of the stuff. Like I've got this for the back, like it'll hang in the back. I've got some silver. I couldn't find it in black, so I got it in silver. I did get one of these, the braided ribbon, to go in there. Some glitter. I'll put this glitter one with the red. I'm gonna put his name on it. And then this is just a red zigzag and a black zigzag. This says Splendor Wildcats. This says Splendor Wildcats in red and white. Then I've got some thick ones for just backing. Here's some colored ones with the red helmets. Here's the garter. I got a bell. I'll put on some. I've got some more thicker ribbon just to bulk it out. And here's a wildcat paw that I'll put on a couple of the ribbons. And then all this little garb. And when I say garb, I mean garb. I got some more stickers here, like says defense and offense. Defense, and there's one that says offense. Here's fear the paw. Probably will put this, although I have a touchdown one too. I mean homecoming one too. Sort of feel like I want to put this one on the mom, like that. But anyway, got some stars, wind, another star in black. There's the offense to the defense, a couple footballs. Awesome. Another touchdown, some more paws. Anyway, I've got a bunch of garb and some bells, and I'll be putting it all together, so I'll show you all that in a minute. But that's what I'm doing right now, is cutting all of those little triangles to go in the back. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, so I finished the little background. It's just the white board. I did put a little hanger on it right up there, just so I'll pop that off later. I just needed to be able to hang while I work on it. So that's the red and black all the way around the edge, those little pointed pieces of ribbon. And then the black mum, and then you see I did the homecoming at the top and fear the paw. I sort of twisted it a little bit, so it's a little at an angle. And it had a little round thing there so it could be tied and dangled, but I cut that out. And then right here I've started on the ribbon part of it, and this stuff is sort of almost like a wire ribbon, like metal. And I got red and silver. I did it at an angle so it'll come out from each other, and I've cut some little points in them like ribbon. And this is the back. This will go on the back, but this starts all the other ribbons hanging from it, and all hanging sort of in that direction. And then when it's done, I will glue it to the back of this one, and they'll all be, let me see if I can get this up here like that. So it'll be glued under it like that with all the ribbons hanging. I don't know if that's how they do it in professional places, but that's how I'm doing it. So it's still gonna look just as good. And I'll cut those that are a foot long. So when the garter goes on his arm, those will hang down 12 inches. Well, actually I cut those at 14 inches because this much of it is glued up in here. So anyway, that's the start. And I'll just start building out on the ribbon and putting his name on some and the Wildcat stuff on some and just building it out thicker and thicker. And then I'll glue that to the back of the other. And that barely has glue, just like in one little spot holding it to that board, to the little round board. And if he says he doesn't like the black, then I'll just run to Hobby Lobby tomorrow and get a white one. And those just have barely dabs. I can pull them right off and put them on the white one if he chooses rather to have a white mum. But I think the black just will stand out. I think it looks more manly. That's just me. But anyway, all right, let me get finished here. There it is. It's got homecoming with the little letters I put on. The Splendor Wildcat was already pre-made. I did it in red and I did it in white. And then there's Caden's name. Football, some little ornaments. There's the Fear the Pollen, the homecoming. There's 2022. I wanted it to say homecoming 2022, but my letters were too big, so I had to do the two on two different ones. But I took it over to Steph. She's home today. Laura's sick. See, Laura had a sleepover the other night and threw up during the night. I had to get up and change all my bed sheets. And I guess she's kept her home today. So she's home. So I walked over and showed it to her. And she says she thinks he's gonna love it. I told her that I could change out the mom if he wanted it changed out. And I said, but I was thinking white is traditional, and usually girls, before boys ever carried moms or put mums on their arms, they were always, girls were the ones with moms. So I thought black would be like a tough guy thing. But that's it. It looks really good. I think it looks really good. And I've still got this, I haven't taken it off, but there's the garter on the back. But I still have this for hanging. And I'm gonna let her use this to hang it, and then before he leaves that morning, Friday morning, just snip it with her scissors. Anyway, I got the back solid. That's the only thing she thought. She said she thought it needed a solid back because you could see through it. And I said, well, I could add more ribbon, but I need more white. There's not any white. Hobby Lobby had no white ribbon except for that tiny little thin stuff. And then the one with the Wildcats, but you don't want just Wildcats on there over and over and over. So it's all clean. Looks really pretty. That's it. And they hang down about a foot, maybe some may string a little longer than the foot, but they're all about a foot long. All right, guys, I'm gonna go and we'll turn this off.